Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Masquerada Songs and Shadows. And are you ready for another awkward conversation? I know I am. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and walk around, see if there's any lore to be had. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Guess we better get on with it.
I never liked politics.
Cunning bastard.
What are they talking about?
How best to spy on us, I'm sure.
Do you think he's... Did Fabio tell the Crown about this meeting?
And share the opportunity to get the upper hand? I doubt it.
Then he's cornered you, hasn't he? If you turn down his offer for help, he'll have reason to bring it up to the Crown.
Citing my dissidence as reason for suspicion that I'm hiding something.
They'll conduct an investigation.
And they'll find out about Razitof and what he's working on.
Just what you want to avoid.
And if I do accept his help...
then you'll have a spy among your ranks. But, given the choice between one rat from the Luca or the attention of the Crown...
he knows that I will not act against him.
Unbelievable. Any plans on dealing with this?
Other than keeping her out of the loop as much as possible. Perhaps an accident.
Lay a finger on her and a dozen more of the Golden Guild will be nipping at our heels, you know that.
I've always wondered how different things might have been if I'd made you a Regenti.
I may hate the beat of the city's politics, but it doesn't mean that I don't know how to dance to it.
Really? Because I don't think dragging along extra colors is in any way politically astute.
The Mariner is hiding something, and it might be connected to his brother's disappearance. You brought me back to do a job. Let me do it.
So we got representatives from the Crown?
I apologize for the delay. Tiziana is ready to assist whenever you are.
That would be now. We're on the way to meet the head Vigilus. Marshal, shall we?
Certainly.
Would you care for a walk, Judge Master? I believe there are a few trade routes the Dieci have set up that might be of interest to you.
A walk sounds magnificent, Verone. Thank you.
Hopefully no accident befalls him. That could be complicated. Luca, Tiziana, and case notes updated. Let's look at the case notes first. The case seems to be growing bigger and bigger. First a member of the Blue Guild tags along, and now we're burdened with a spy from the Golden Guild. Whatever it is, we must press on. We're headed to speak with the head Vigilus, Kyrie Aquila, who will hopefully be able to put us on the path that Razitof had been on, as well as possibly telling us more about the Fae. Okie doke. And Tiziana. Looks like we have 12 entries for her. And what else did we have here? Lore. Luca Infinita, where the Golden Guild is a source of ire for many in the city. Their strict laws and martial influence are often deemed suffocating, and where once the men and women in gold were once respected, now they are treated with annoyance and even fear. So, is that what they're talking about, like the Crown? Because I'm kind of curious if these are just, if these city-states are under a large government. You know what I mean? Now, this may have actually been reflected in the lore, but if you guys can let me know in the comments, I would appreciate it.
So, Marshal, how much of the case have you been briefed about exactly?
Enough.
You have no questions that you'd like answered?
Inspectore, if you're attempting to goad out of me the extent of my knowledge about this case so that you can use it against me, I suggest you try a different tactic.
Ouch.
Fair enough. We're just one big happy family here. Oh. Lots of work tables.
So let me get this straight, Marshal. You believe that I'm out to con you?
I do not dance the dance of politics, so I will be straightforward with you. Yes. You being called back is a sign that secrets are being stirred. I know you're keeping something from me, as the registry is keeping something from my guild, and I'm here to find out what. Is that straight enough for you, Inspectore?
Surprisingly so.
So you're here to spy on us?
You've never dipped your fingers in the pool of politics, have you?
Too bloody for my tastes.
Well, the Inspectore knows what's going on as well as I do, and that's all that matters. Now, if we're done wasting time...
I like her garb. It reminds me of like a Venetian paladin from World of Warcraft, if there was such a thing. Conoscenza. More words that I have trouble pronouncing. Well, where did you go? Oh, home to the city's second largest collection of written histories. It is the pride of the Vegelist and contains volume upon volume of information on topics that range from botany to dementicate history.
Never thought I'd ever see the insides of this place. The registry's always so stiff about sharing.
Just remember, we're here for Kyrie, not for sightseeing.
Of course. Lead on.
Hello? Oh, it's multi-tiered. That's cool. Reminds me of where the Maesters have all their lore on Game of Thrones. A little bit. Only a little bit more clean.
Trouble?
The silence is too deep here. Usually there are...
Watch yourselves!
Get them!
What the... Okay. Why for we do this? And what are you? Pommel strike. So she's fire. Well, that's cool. Blazing bulwark. Tiziana conjures 5 flaming shields in an arc for 5 seconds that destroys incoming projectiles. Enemies between her and the shield suffer 5 burn damage per second. Alright, well, I guess I will head this way. There's your dervish. And there's our tank. I like it. Not exactly sure what's going on here. If we're being attacked by our own people, it might be an assassination attempt. And despite the fact that she has that big sword, she wasn't doing a whole lot of damage. Oh, do we need to level her up? Hold on a moment. Skills. Ah, there we go. That was why. Passiveri. Increases damage reduction by 10 and threat generation by 20. So both of them are tanky. Huh. So let's see what we got here with Pommel Strike. Whenever an elemental tag is activated, the target is forced to attack Tiziana for 3 seconds. Whenever a fire tag is activated, the target suffers 10 burn damage per second for 3 seconds. Let's go with that. Increase shield duration by 5 seconds. Launches a set of shields outward that deals 40 damage to enemies. Okay, we'll get all ghost and goblins. We'll learn that. Increases attack speed by 30. Increases mass charge regeneration by 2% per second. Mind or soul? I don't know. After casting Pommel Strike, Tiziana may cast it again for free within 3 seconds. That's awesome. And increases casting arc by 20% and the maximum number of shields by 1. Yes, indeed. And let's go ahead and do mass charge regeneration. I will assume that that is good. And we have no skill points yet. We're getting there, though.
What are you doing?
It is customary for portieri to stitch insignias of some sort. These have none, and they are poorly fitted.
What is it?
Nothing, just a thought.
A thought?
Don't bother yourself with it.
Inspectore, allow me to make something clear to you. There are two ways that this can go. The first, if you pay me with respect and honesty regarding the case, I will offer my full assistance. And as I have just demonstrated, I can be useful.
Do I want to hear the second?
If you attempt to blind me with lies and fabrications, I can make this investigation very difficult for you, as I have also just proven.
Are you threatening me?
I'm presenting options.
Favia put you up to this, didn't he?
On the contrary, the Judge Master would be especially displeased, I imagine, with my forthrightness.
Yet you are unashamed to admit it.
The veils of deception set aflame, to the mask of lies do the same.
A song?
The bright chorus. It had once been the moral compass for the Luca. That was a verse from it. No one sings them anymore.
Make your choice, Inspectore. The wick of time is ever burning.
I suspect these are Maskrunners.
Why?
Just before this, we found evidence that has led us to believe that they have taken Razitof captive.
What would they want with him?
He was creating Fae.
What?
I don't know why or how he knows how to, but he was. And now the Maskrunners have him.
You believe they're after the head Vegelus as well?
If she knows about this, then perhaps.
I see. You chose well, Inspectore.
Don't make me regret it. Now come on. If those men were guarding the entrance, Kyrie's still somewhere here.
So they did the same thing that we did, essentially. This is about Tiziana. Head over here. So they just grabbed some costumes, tried to fit them as best they could, and infiltrated. Touché. I don't believe we'll find who we're looking for. Nope, more combat.
I've got your backs.
Saw him coming through. I was like, oh, not a whole lot that we can do about that. Okay, well, we will dervish all of these guys and get this rum-pum-pum dealt with. Put multiple tags up. I still have to get accustomed to how the combat works in this game. It's kind of strange. There we go. No worries. Ooh, we got blood trails. The Umbric calendar. So they kind of doing their own thing there. The world is very rich, and I know it's kind of hard to express that in a game, you know what I mean? Like throwing everything in that you want. But they're doing a good job here. Ooh! Hidden lore. The First. Founder of Ombre was a man referred to as the First, whose actual name was the Ronin Aetio. There you go there, lore hunters. Now, that seems to be the easier way. I don't want to go that way. We will go this way. Hopefully there will be more lore. And more secrets. Well, not necessarily secrets, but it's pretty easy to find this stuff if you're hunting it. Check the shelves. I love libraries so much. And looks like we don't have a choice.
Remember, if you lie to me again, another one of your dogs will die. You've cost one of them his life already. You don't want another on your hands, do you?
No.
Good. Now, let me repeat the call numbers again. And this time, I don't expect you to say that they don't exist, all right?
Yes.
The first, DF328D439KL3. The second, DT8548172PG6. The third, DP903.
What is going on, Cicero?
They're looking for specific books. Razitof must have had something to do with this.
Well, best to act while we have the element of surprise.
Wait, Tiziana!
Leroy!
Get them!
Brace yourself.
Alright. For the Dewey Decimal System. Hell's bells. Yeah, she is a little firebrand, isn't she? I don't think she knows much else. There we go. Go ahead and get your Heelys on. And what are you doing? With that big sword, I figure you'd be... Oh, she died. She is a bit squishy.
I told you. You chose well.
Unbind the Vegelis. Calden, see if they need healing.
Think you're about to get a strong talking to, ma'am.
Ages. Thank you, Cicero.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What are you doing here?
Actually, we were here for answers, but it seems that all we found are questions instead. He was asking you about books?
If only he just asked. Capturing all my Vegelis like this, a tad over-dramatic, I'd say.
Why did he want them?
I don't know. I do remember their call numbers, though.
We should get them ourselves, then. See if...
Oh, Lord.
Are those?
Yep, those are Fae. Hiya! We'll get the heals up. We'll try and get these guys to stick together. As we are getting treated by those orbs. And skill point awarded.
I knew the Fae problem was bad, but even here...
It's related to why we came to find you, actually.
The Fae?
This is not the first of its kind that I've encountered. And I have a theory as to how and where they're spawning.
I'm all ears.
One thing at a time. I'll tell you what we've learned about the Fae after we get the books, if that's all right with you.
As much as I'd like to know now, I suppose my curiosity can wait. I can bring you to the books they were looking for, but they took all our Masquerines, tossed them to the lower levels. If there are more Fae out there...
We'll handle them.
The wounded have been healed.
And they're all cut loose.
Then let's go. We'll find the books and clear a way for the Vegelis as well.
Oh, she's not even getting a tongue lashing. The Registry Vegelis, who are the Thinkers. That's good that they have a thinking cast, I suppose. More stuff of Kyrie. Don't know how exactly they would find this lore, but assaulting. I love that. Lots of story there. And Tiziana? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I got Tiziana and Kyrie mixed up. So of course they would know a lot about the librarian. Okay.
The first 2 books are on this level.
Oh, she's tagging along with us. That's nice. Oh, these are they look like mummies.
The light will cut you down.
Oh, that is a lot, Faye. Here, put some tags on, people. You figure that the fire person, well, number one, would be a little less squidgy, and two, would be doing a lot more damage to these guys. Uh-oh.
Too much.
Come on. Eat. Hold the line. Hold the line. There we go. By the light. There we go. Whew.
Ages, I owe you.
That was close. Let's go ahead and use our skills here. We only got 1 point though. So I think we'll wait before using it. And earthquakes. Lovely. Looks like that path that we went down before doesn't have any secrets. Excuse me.
Is this it?
It is. It's a compilation of folktales that we believe the Dementicati had once told.
That is incredibly thick.
What would Raz want with folktales?
We'll have time to figure it out later. We should get the other two.
I'll go ahead and leave the obvious joke alone there. I guess we'll head over here and then head down to the bottom levels to get the rest. Oh, more lore. Canticles. So they're kind of like eras, or centuries, or whatever.
Justice will blind you!
Okay, I want everyone in the dervish, please. Thank you. Another dervish, please. There we are. And she's gonna die again, which is unfortunate. Stop running. That does quite a bit of damage. Nope, don't you run from me. It looks like he's holding his own. I hope. We'll find out soon enough. There we go. I was actually wondering what happened to her. I was just like, did she die and we just weren't paying attention? Because that will be awkward.
All right. Are we near it?
It's right here. This is a book about Dementicati history. It chronicles the Empire's expansion of territory.
That's huge.
Your Regenti was interested in ancient people, it seems.
But why?
We'll get the last one and hopefully we'll find our answers.
It's upstairs.
Let's go.
So, for someone who hasn't perused the lore yet, the Dementicati sound like the Romans. Because a lot of these Italian city-states, obviously, and a lot of cultures in Europe, kind of broke off from the Roman Empire, or fought the Roman Empire directly. I guess it makes sense. Well, this escalated quickly, didn't it?
Brace yourself.
Oh
Harry,
dear.
get back!
The triplets. 100%. Guys, we need to stay out of the badness. Here. Heal up everyone. Get a punch there. Nice dervish. You need to cast that thing and get healed as soon as possible there, sir. We're holding the line.
Better than this.
Here, as her. We'll use Eye of the Storm. Get that one good. I mean, we're hanging in there. She's dead, so we're gonna have a range guy come up here and... There we go. Cicero's on the case. And we're just gonna hold the line here. This is a boss. Can we at least get that guy down?
Sorry.
There we go. Alright, we're going to work on resing our friends.
I call myself. Thanks.
He'll heal himself up right off the bat. Triage. Clear.
You have my...
Now, let's all focus. Zerg, Zerg. And forbearance. Now we're cooking with gas. Whew.
Is that the last of them?
I hope so.
I certainly hope your theories about the Fae will explain that to me.
I'm hoping they do too. But again, let us find the last book first.
I recognized its spine while you were fighting the creature.
And its size, no doubt.
Tides. Of all the books we had to collect, it had to be the 3 biggest ones.
Inspectore, if it's your plan to go through each...
I don't think we have any other choice.
Even with a pair of eyes on each volume, it'll take you at least a week to get through them.
Worse still, we don't even know what we're looking for.
Hold on. I need a moment to think.
Cicero, what if we tried to...
By myself, please.
Shut up.
All right, Raz. Give me something. Yes. Right. Power. Creating power. Using it to expand. Anything that smacks of strength or supremacy.
Inspectore,
I said I'd like to be alone, Marshal.
are you all right?
I will be if you give me a second.
All right. I'll see you with the others then.
Lots of salt here.
Thought long enough?
Yes, I have.
You have an idea on how to get us through the tomes, then?
I do, in fact. Follow me.
And I have one new item in my inventory. Huzzah.
Who's keeping us?
I had my book with me and I don't know where it is.
How much longer is this going to take?
Cicero, why are you keeping them here? They're agitated enough about what happened.
Just a moment, Kyrie, please. I apologize for the delay. I understand how uncomfortable it must be standing here, but there is a final request that I have for you. I am looking for information within this book, as well as within the 2 my colleagues are carrying. I do not have the luxury of time to sift through its contents, and I implore you to lend me your assistance for just a few moments in this endeavor.
Cicero, they might be Vegelus, but that doesn't mean they can cover 1,000 pages in one...
Inspectore!
Shame.
Take it. Books can be repaired, rewritten. Time cannot. Mariner? Marshal? Perhaps you'd like to cover your eyes, Kyrie. And maybe your ears.
So much book violence.
Now, you're searching for anything that hints at great power. Undefeated leaders, huge swaths of land claimed, rebellions quelled in a day.
Inspectore, I think I found something.
Go on.
I'm looking at a timeline of the Dimenticate's history of expansion. There was a specific point in time after which they began furiously claiming land.
And what point is that?
It's referred to as Aechian Thun, of the year of Nuav.
Good. Everyone else, keep that in mind.
Something else, sir.
Yes?
It's a religious text about some godsend that the Dimenticati were supposedly blessed with.
Go on.
They're referred to here as the knife, the seed, and the heart.
They're here as well. Says that they changed the very face of the Dimenticate society, allowed them to start winning wars.
It would fit the timeline.
Excellent. The knife, the heart, and the seed. Remember those names.
Something more, sir. From a story. It's about where they came from. These were flesh of the god himself, from the marrow of our father's bone. They were presented to us in steepled fingers of stone.
Good, good. Now, does anyone have anything on what exactly they were? How they functioned, what they did? Well, it was worth a try. Is there anything else anyone deems important?
Silence.
Well, I suppose that's it then. Thank you all for your cooperation. You're quite free to leave when you're ready.
Expecting them to dive off the balcony.
That was a smart move, Inspectore. Disrespectful to paper hearts, but smart.
And desperation breeds innovation.
And your search criteria were conveniently accurate.
A hunch. If Maskrunners were searching for something, what else would it be but power?
So, now what?
Now, recollection. The Maskrunners knew about the numbers certainly from Razitof.
Razitof?
They have him. Captured him. For what I now suspect to be his research.
The knife, seed, and heart.
What do they do, exactly? All we understand is that they were the key to the Dimenticate's power. But how?
I'm sure we'll soon find out. If the Maskrunners have captured Razitof and are now looking for books that involve them...
They're after the artifacts.
And so are we. It's our best bet at finding Razitof.
Then we have to beat them to it.
We can start by paying the Cleaver a visit.
I don't recognize the name.
In steepled fingers of stone. There is only one place that is conjured from that imagery. A set of ruins in Cacciatore territory called the Cleaver.
But that quote was from a story.
And if you have stronger leads, Mariner, I suggest you lay them out, please.
You're right. I apologize.
Now, if that's all...
One last thing, Cicero.
Ah, yes, the Fae. Of course. I'll meet you at the coach. Right. So, about the Fae. I have a theory that they're related to the Mists, and summoning them requires a ritual of some sort that involves blood and loose articles. Papers, books, anything that can be used as a physical building block for a form.
Sometime later. Okay. Case notes have been updated, so we will go ahead and end it here. It's been a little bit of a long episode, guys, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Lots of kind of storyline and what we need to do. We need to find those items, and looks like we're in an Indiana Jones-style artifact race, so that should be fun. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.